Yes, I know I have changed the time like 4 times, but the reason is because everyone has ganged up against me and is now hanging out in Cleveland without me because the border is closed and everything sucks. And I love
We're Generation Dan. There's more people here than usual. I'm Atlas. I'm your millennial. Who else is here?
Clayton right here.
He's a Zoomer, and then there's Mayo, who doesn't even know what generations mean. And then there's me. I'm a Gen Xer.
Fucking racist.
As is Dino.
Right, yeah, me and Dino are the Gen X contingent, bro. I'm the same age as Tom Brady. I got 7 less Super Bowl trophies than he does, though. So,
hold on, how old are you, Joey?
Right,
but you also don't have any ugly divorces.
That's true. I've been married once, and that's it. I've never had any divorces. So,
rookie. Hold on, Joey. When were you born? What year were you born?
1976.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're 4 years older than I am.
December 20th, 1976.
December 20th. Holy crap!
In there.
Springtime, and your parents just right to it, eh?
Mick, hey, nice.
Only here because Doof is paying us. That seems reasonable.
This is our British contingent. My buddy Mick, he lives up in Wakefield, up in Worcester, up there in the UK, bro. Good dude. Awesome party place.
Hey,
nice guy.
You know Joey changed when he says Worcester instead.
Well, right. I just say the way a proper Yorkshireman would say it, bro. Wait.
Instead of saying it wrong.
I'm high. It's Yorkshire. He lives with a town called Wakefield, but it's Yorkshire.
I'll say you're double fisting joints.
Also true. Let's be honest. It's always an entertaining time, and that's why Joey Edibles is the guest today. It's fantastic.
Too much weed in there.
There's too much. Well, listen, there may be too much weed everywhere.
Your mom was literally born in 76, bro?
Yeah, April 6th, 1976.
How old are you?
28.
28. That math don't work out.
She had me high school.
Freshman year?
Yeah. She's 46.
76, 86, 96. She would have been 18.
Yeah, I got to be at my mom's graduation. A lot of people
born in 68. 53 was my mom.
My mom same exact year. My mom 53. My dad was born 47.
Yeah, see, this is what happens when your parents wait until they're like 40 to have a kid. You end up with my weird ass. Well, we're gonna talk about the topic proper, which is he's coughing himself to death.
To death.
Pranks you pulled as kids, but I got questions for you two first.
Yes.
Which is assuming you're not coughing yourself to death.
He definitely is.
What's an embarrassing song from your playlists?
An embarrassing song?
Yeah. Like when that shit comes on in the car when someone else is there, you skip it because they're gonna be like, "Really?"
I don't want to tell you.
I'm trying to think.
Trying to find out which way you swing.
You like Steve Whopper?
You seem like a Britney Spears type.
No,
Backstreet Boys, anything like that? No.
Maybe he wants it that way.
No, what's that? No, it's from.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
Meatloaf? What, Hot Patootie or something? Or
Paradise by the Dance Floor Light?
Yeah, that
one. That's a good song.
It's not really embarrassing. It's a decent song, bro.
That is a good song.
He's from Cleveland. Was
Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Was he? I thought he was.
Meatloaf's not from Cleveland, bro.
And that song from Dirty Dancing.
I'll look this up right now.
Ah, there you go.
That song from Dirty Dancing at the end.
Oh, I've had the time of my life.
Great song.
Hey, I
don't mind the movie Dirty Dancing. This song, specifically, I don't really like that song. Embarrassing song from my playlist are several. I mean, fuck, I like that. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. But the reason I like that song, the reason I like that song is because in the video, bro, they get used to New England Patriots cheerleaders, and they're so hot, bro. They're so hot. And then there's a song called Call Me Maybe.
Yeah, Call Me Maybe. What am I?
By Carly. That's a banger, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Carly Rae Jepsen has been mentioned as the embarrassing song on a playlist at least 3 times, and every time we have admitted it is a banging song. It is definitely a banger. And you know what? If you don't like it, that's a you problem, not a them problem.
Embarrassing songs can be bangers. Most of them are. It's just like when you look the way we do, it's just kind of like a...
That's a little racist.
Right. No, if you're a big guy, bro.
Big burly dude, and they're like, "You're listening to ABBA?" Like it's just hard to it's hard to just do that without looking weird for a long time.
That's why
Fuck
you have to
that.
kind of
Well,
voice
it makes it worse if you sing along with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sing along is the
I
best
say
part.
sing it poorly.
You reckon that both of you are like, hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
Absolutely. Hey, and you got to say it right to someone's face with a mask on. Be like, hello. Is it me you're looking for? Yeah, that's why not.
That started out Bane-like. and
They
then
might
it
start
just-
singing with you though.
I was born in the fatness. You only adopted it.
Singing along to songs is what separates us from the apes, bro. You have to be able to sing along as a group and have fun with it. And if you're out there and you got some girl you're trying to court or whatever, trying to bang, and she does like, we can't sing that song, that's embarrassing. Just you don't have time for that kind of energy. Just kick her off, back her off, yeah.
She's
Drop her
not the
off
one.
that fire
If
hydrant.
she won't sing "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" with you, she's not worth the time.
Listen, if she won't sing a song with you, if she won't sing a song with you at karaoke, she's
Yeah.
not the one. Just period.
Hey,
That is
I
not
got some-
wifey material.
Hey, Dino, I got some recent karaoke observations. As Friday nights, they do karaoke's up at the bar, up the Travelers. And Mio's been at Travelers before. It's a good bar. So Mike Copenhaver was here the other day, and after the thing, we go up. I was like, we get some pizza. We go up to the bar, get some pizza, and it's karaoke night. And I ain't seen karaoke in a long time, bro. We used to karaoke all the time in the 90s.
What's your go-to?
And the same people, give me 1 second on that. The same people who karaoke in the 90s are still the same people karaokeing right now. Like literally the exact same people. Not the same style people. It's the same fucking people.
They've been working
And
on
I
their
didn't-
moves
and-
the whole 10
back
years.
then, Back then, I used to drink, right? And I didn't realize how really just bad overall karaoke is of an idea and a concept and a thing, period. It's not good.
Yeah.
And it's like they're good.
Everybody thinks they're a rock star, and in reality, they just really, really, really suck. And it's like
That's the best part, Joey.
It
Come on.
is. But if you're sober, it's really hard to listen to. Like we're smoking. I mean, I consider smoking weed sober, not sober, obviously, but me and Mike were fucking high as a kite, and we're sitting there like, God, this is really bad, bro. This is crazy. But
Yeah.
I mean, so if you're out there and you're not drinking, karaoke is just hard to do.
Hey,
It's
the
fucking
best,
hard.
the best is the people that do karaoke, but also have moves. When they practice their moves,
Oh, there's yeah, bro.
hey, it is. Mwah, just
My go-to would probably be anything Limp Bizkit. I love Limp Bizkit, dude. It's fucking
Keep rolling.
rolling.
Hey.
Oh, dude, hold on. I got a picture. I got to
Could
find
you
this video.
be
Hold on.
any more stereotypical, Joey? Because honestly,
It's true.
almost
Hold
every
on.
picture I've seen you with is you with your hat backwards, Fred Durst style. I'm like, listen, that's not.
All right, hold on. I got
Fred Durst went to the fucking Bermuda shorts and the no more hat. Come on.
Those old pictures is funny.
I like how you literally. Oh my
Oh,
god!
him doing a selfie is hilarious because it's like just his head, no shoulder or anything.
It's weird that you searched me singing Limp
Yeah, he
Bizkit
took pictures like
like that. Like that's literally what he typed in the search bar.
Pictures like he's like
Listen, sometimes you just have to.
There you go.
58-year-old dude.
All right, I gotta share this for the viewers here. Do you know? Let me get a little bigger. This is that's me. This is 2007. This is a classic. This is on my Facebook. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you can see most of this. This is
Where are you
great.
sending it? Where are you sending it?
Right there. It's in the basement on StreamYard.
Wow.
That's me in 2007 in Dallas, Texas, singing Nookie. I was at the and stick it up your ass part. Looks like I was saying stick it. I was like the stick it up your part. So right there.
Yeah. Well, because they can't put it in the words or whatever, right?
Right. So
You were definitely a Limp Bizkit. That actually makes a lot of sense.
The worst thing is when you pick a song that you forget that there's a long instrumentation part, so you're just kind of standing there during the guitar solo or whatever it was.
Headbang, come on, man.
the worst.
I guess so.
The worst for that, he's so true. The worst for that is Metallica 1. Because there's like a minute intro. You're sitting there like, all right, hold on, I'll be back. And you literally, some songs are a minute and a half, bro. And there's a break in the middle. It's a fun song to sing, but fuck, it sucks for the instrumental breaks because there's nothing to do.
Or like Baba O'Reilly by The Who, where there's that keyboard intro. Bum, bum, bum. All right, wait, can I do Out Here in the Fields yet? Let's go. Like,
Hey, man. That's the thing is though, but like the best part is here, especially like Asian karaoke places are just like private rooms. So it's just like you and a bunch of your friends singing goofy songs with each other. So it's fun.
that's
right?
somehow less fun because then you just aren't able to stare into the eyes of.
Right.
It can become super awkward, like super uncomfortable.
Half the fun about the karaoke, I would say, is you're in front of strangers. You know what I mean? You're just being
See,
silly.
the fact that you remember some of these people 10 years later tells me that it is not that anonymous in doing.
Right, it's literally the same fucking exact people. They're probably in their 60s now, you know, whatever. But my goodness,
I have this like I want Katie and her family to do a karaoke night, and I want to be there for it really badly because I haven't seen any of them drunk, and I really want to see it. And I feel like karaoke night is the best way to do it, and she won't do it. And like, I gotta get there somehow, man. It's my drive.
Have karaoke at the wedding. There you go.
There it is.
Surprise karaoke.
That's how you do it.
I don't know. It's fun goofing around too. Like, and also too, like the karaoke places up here, they'll have like music videos for the karaoke, but some of the music videos will not be the actual music videos.
Oh, those are the best. The stock videos. Oh,
exactly.
Yes.
But some of them, I think one. Okay, who's Robbie Williams? What band was he in before he became Robbie Williams?
I don't know.
Anyways, so it's a very funny song. He's wearing like a big fur coat, but it's also raining. It's ridiculous, but it's a hilarious song. So you watch it. It's a very enjoyable experience because you can just make it up as you go because it's absolutely insane. But that's the best part, right? And that's why I don't want to sing in front of strangers because strangers, number one, are cruel and vicious. And no.
Well, that's when you just got to see. My thing with karaoke is too. I tried to never sing the same song over more than once because it's like I don't like repetition, dude. And that's my big thing about stand up is why I don't do nearly as many mics as a lot of these other guys will. Is because like I don't like repetition. I don't like I would talk about here's the same set fucking 80 times in a row, fucking 3 years. That would just drive me up a wall. Bro.
I mean, it's less about like doing it to please the other comedians. Maybe this is like an LA versus Cleveland thing. You probably have more actual people.
That's an
mics,
open
right?
mic. That's an open mic kind of feeling though, because it's like even though we're doing the same set, technically we're doing it for different people. So it's cool to see how your set hit different types of people.
That's true.
True, but on that ilk as well, though.
Mics is pointless. You try to please other comedians. It's not happening.
Mics, you're there to like do the thing, like practice, flex that muscle.
Yeah,
you know,
it's more stage time over trying to kill it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is like you were saying, man. My own people hate me. They cannot stand my sense of humor. But black people make me feel like a celebrity when I get on stage.
And I'm the same way. I mean, my jokes hit hard. I hit harder on white crowds. I mean, black crowds. I mean, I hit hard on them, but
I do weirdly good with old people.
I can see it.
So I don't do good with young people. I
don't do good with young people either.
I need a 30, 35 and up crowd, but they can't be. No.
Does it take that?
I need a 35 to 65 range.
I
can kill it.
I feel it.
College kids don't understand my shit. Old people just want to hear all them crazy jokes.
Yeah. Or the old people are like, are you going to be like, so, what do you call a man with no arms, no legs, floating in the ocean?
Yeah, they like that
shit, right?
And they like dirty jokes. My porn joke hit hard.
Nice.
Funny.
Yeah, I have a kid, so like some of my jokes come from that. So younger crowds are like, you made a bad decision. Like
what the fuck?
I don't know why you're telling us. Like,
why'd you have this kid, bro? Right.
That's ridiculous.
Should have pulled out. You're not pulling out. Fuck. That's bro.
Right.
Speaking about kids, I'm an adult. You can't stop me. The next question, Joey. What is something that you do that you do because no one can stop you?
You're kind of looking at it with the weed. I mean this place is
popular
like,
answer. What about the bingo card?
Right.
Most people say drugs.
Well, I mean, the weed is one of them. I mean, I'm eating. I eat whatever I want now. And now, especially I'm out of service. I had to. Us bigger guys, because the Air Force does. They do abdominal circumference, and I got a big abdomen. I got a big belly. You know what I mean? It's where most of my weight is, and it's like it was a hassle getting that shit down. So I just eat wings and just whatever. Dude, I don't give a fuck.
Abdominal circumference.
Yeah. So they just take right here, your abdomen. Yeah, basically.
It's your belly size.
Yeah, your belly. Abdominal circumference is the politically correct way for saying your gut.
Oh.
But so it's like, I mean, beyond the weed, I mean, on YouTube, I mean, I just do whatever at this point, travel. I mean, I do, I mean, I don't really drink pop anymore, but like there was a period there when I was like, in high school up until, mid 2000s, mid aughts, when I would always order a pop with fucking fast food because my parents never got me pop. Like, oh, we got pop at home. So we'd always get like, a Whopper Junior and fucking fries, but then they get the pop at home. So I always got a pop at the fucking fast food, but that's very minute. Other than that, it's not really much. I mean, I don't know. What do I do stuff that other people do that fucking they don't do? I don't really know.
Drugs is a pretty common answer on this.
I mean, drugs is probably the only really answer you can give.
Everybody does drugs.
It doesn't have to be like new or original or whatever. It's just interesting to learn this
Right.
about people. Like, what's yours?
What's the question again? Like,
what's something you like to do because you're an adult now and you don't have parents like breathing down your neck?
Oh man, well, basically everything Joe said. But if I had to be different, I'd say cussing.
Okay.
True that.
And going in the fridge at 2 a.m.
There it is. Good shit.
Stand up as late as you want. Call off work whenever the fuck you want. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
That's very good for you. There's no layers. If I don't want to work, hey boss, not working. She's like, all right, good, you got you, bro.
I know. I've definitely done because at my work they're like, you got to put a reason why you're calling off of work.
Oh,
in the little line. So I always just put like epic diarrhea, literally the words epic diarrhea.
I was just right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So like they just quit asking because why would you?
Nice.
Diarrhea is always the answer to why you're calling off.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like, why are you asking me? You're not my doctor. Don't ask me a question. Like I love the best part is.
Just take a test and come in.
Put a mask on.
Well, my shit is like I work at home. I telework most of the time, so it's like, you know, even if I call off, I'm still here at the house. So it's like half the time, unless I'm like really gravely, I'll never. There's nothing that can really, you know, it's literally just sitting in a chair. You know what I mean? But yeah, I still do all the time.
What's a good excuse for that?
You
can't say diarrhea because they don't like take the.
I just, dude, my boss is a single mom, bro. Having a single mom as a boss is the best thing ever. Especially if you got kids yourself, literally anything. Oh yeah, kids not feeling well. Oh, you're good. You can look anything, dude. Anything.
Oh, I thought it was either going to be that or she was going to be like, you know, like super stringent about like.
Oh no, she's laid back as hell about that shit. It's really cool. It's really
man. People who've actually had to work and like suffer through that kind of shit have no patience for it. Like I remember somebody who was just like, "Oh well, you know, you have to have a reason for a personal day." I'm like, "It's a personal day. That's it. I need a personal day." And they're like, "Well, but why?" And I'm like, "None of your business." They're like, "Well, in our area, we like to actually." No, I'm sorry. That's against the law. That's my private information. Eat shit and die. It was a very
why? Why do you need to know so bad? Like, what are you like?
Yeah,
you
can't come. You can't come. You're not welcome. I'm going on my own. You're not invited. Why do you need to know?
I'm not telling you. I'm saving this for my next call.
Yeah. Remember, everybody, every job that you work at, you have 4 living grandparents when you start there. Always.
Also true. Factual.
Yeah.
And when you run out, you gotta quit. It's time to quit. Take a new job.
My grandma died. This your 6'1".
I had step grandparents. All right.
Well, for me, it's easy for the death thing. It's cake because like any death, I'm going to post on Facebook, and you know, so you know, I mean, I did a 180 on my Facebooks. Like I used to keep everything on lockdown. Now everything's more public than fucking a billboard. I mean, the theory is at this point, you know, everybody at work knows I have a show. Everybody at work knows I smoke weed. Everybody at work knows I do this. But you know, I'm the party guy. I get along with people. People like my jokes. I'm joking on Microsoft Teams all day about silliness. I don't overboard it, you know what I mean? But if you're a pleasure to be around with people at work, they tend to overlook, you know, if you bad on this part about it. You know what I mean? The social aspect's so much more anymore, dude. People are like, oh, I just want to go on my desk and not talk to anybody. Well, you're the first person who's going to get fucking fired. That's just the way it works. You know what I mean?
That's true.
People want to be around people they enjoy to be around. Yep. They're not necessarily good looking. They just want to be around enjoyable people, not some grumpy asshole. Go, hey, how you doing?
If you're going to be the grumpy asshole, you have to be the indispensable grumpy asshole, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Also true.
So good, bro.
Yeah.
Factual.
Universal inspiration of American comedy. Brits rip everything everyone usually stick to Americans, my opinion.
I'm mixing UK. I wanted to do a fucking mic over there so bad, bro. I got a good fucking 10 minutes off the top of my head I could easily do in England. But
so you could do well in England?
Oh, easily. Because I was over there for a week, and I fucking, you know, I talk with these guys, Nick's on these shows all the time. There's a good contingent of 5 to 10 that watch the show on a regular, probably a good 50 UK fans in total. That's the one thing. I mean, not the one thing, but like the aspect of my show wasn't like the growth is so all randomly all over the place. I thought it was gonna be like a lot more local. It's just so random. You know what I mean? People,
Nigeria.
right. Yeah, we had the first one show with the girls from Nigeria and shit. We had like fucking 20 people watching from Nigeria and shit. It was we were all over the place, bro. It's fun, bro, and it's and I'm telling you, bro, we get if we can get people to get passports and actually get over there. There's a call for these mics, bro. They like our style of comedy. You know, the non. I got to use word. I know you're California. I don't know how you feel about the woke word, but you know the non-wokish kind of types. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about all the Trumpers, but I'm just talking about the people who like to enjoy life, the libertarian style. You know, let's smoke weed, let's have fun. Whatever you do is your business, but we're gonna have fucking fun and we're gonna do it right. We're not gonna pussy around do it. It's bullshit. They love that style of comedy and that way of living, bro. And I'm telling you, there's a huge market over there because nobody pays attention to that shit. They don't. It's a lot of American, and we all do it. It's America. We're considered the number one country. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But
you guys know who Joe Stapleton is?
Joe Stapleton, I do not.
So he's one of the guys on like the World Poker Tour thing. But he apparently like did a bunch of shows in England for some festival, and he's like, it's fucking awesome over there.
I'm telling you, England is fucking amazing, bro. The UK is. I went to Northern Ireland too. The UK is fucking awesome.
I haven't been to England since I was like 3, which doesn't really count. Like, why would you take your kid? Like, all right, we're taking you to England. You're not going to remember any of this, but you know, fucking Buckingham. Yeah, might as well. Like,
I guess he's coming.
Yeah, don't go as an adult. All right, let's ask this last question, and then.
That's great.
What do you mean I'm an adult?
What was the first time you felt like a grown-up, or like people looked to you as the adult in the room?
No, like I said in the pre-show, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't. I'm the guy who gets like even with. I mean, I'll give you some real-world examples. Like my stepdaughter, her name's Kayla. She's 25 now.
Okay.
And it's you know, she's probably around Cole's age. You know what I mean? But it's like she comes to me if she needs to, you know, if she needs random money or she needs to get out of anything legal. She hasn't anything in a while, but you know, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But like in terms of like, oh yeah, here's why you gotta sit down and do this. Whatever. You can't predict the economy 5 years from now. People are like, oh, I gotta go to school for this. Just fucking, you know, pay your bills, don't have student loan debt, and fucking the rest will just work out. And it usually does. You know what I mean? People overthink a lot of that stuff. And I don't like excess responsibilities. I love getting high. Back in the day when I got drunk, getting that. I just don't like adulting, so to speak. But that's why I turned to the comedy of the dark arts, because this will pay for all of itself eventually. I mean, the YouTube channel's monetized. How many people can say that? There's probably three or four comedians in the Cleveland comedy scene that got a monetized YouTube channel, and probably 2 of them on the fucking radio. And I mean, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that when I put my mind to something, that's what I'm going to do. And will I be a millionaire about comedy? Who knows? Probably not. But will I be kind of successful? I hope to be a little bit successful. But at the end of the day, it's not a fucking sprint. I'm not comparing myself to that. That's why I don't like doing competitions and this and that. It's such a negative environment. You got fucking 20 comics. One guy gets paid $50. The other fucking 19 guys are like, oh, I feel like nothing today. I mean, it's a fucking stupid environment. It's counterintuitive. I don't like it. We're capitulating to fucking idiot bar owners. I want us to be the show. There's no reason we have to have all this fucking series of middlemen out there.
Yeah.
You know, to just fucking take all this money when we need to be making the fucking money. Fuck all these other guys. I mean, we need to be sitting around smoking weed. We need to be around here collecting the gate. We need to be around here distributing the money around us so we can buy better. We can get higher, come up with better jokes, and then we can fill the fucking arenas, and then they can suck our asses. That's how we got to do it. Anything else is fucking less.
It's not even that, Joey. Like, you have to understand is that the problem isn't that, cutting out the middleman. No. People are getting too greedy. You have people who are in charge who are just like, oh, here's $50. You're like, hey, hold on. You're paying yourself the rest of everything. Everybody else is getting fucked, and you get free? No, that's bullshit. You know, people need to start getting paid, and you know what? People start not doing things for free. That's what we got to start doing. So, right? But, you know, heaven forbid somebody stand up to bullshit rules that people put in place.
What about you, Eric? First time you felt like a grown-up. Are you okay?
First time I felt like a grown-up.
Yeah.
I bought my first bottle of alcohol. Dude.
First bottle of alcohol?
When I remember too. It was on my 21st birthday. And I was at work. Actually, it wasn't a bottle of alcohol. It was a beer I bought.
Nice.
But it was like I was working that night at the gas station. I couldn't wait till midnight so I could buy it. And my manager was there, so I grabbed the alcohol. And right at midnight, I tried to scan it, right? She was like, you got to wait till 12:01.
Seriously?
I'm sorry, yeah, the machine wouldn't kick in that I was 21 years old until 12:01.
Just stand there and stare at her ass.
I was mad. I was like, but no, that's over though. I was like, I bought my first beer.
Where when I bought my first beer, I went and got my license. It was at Lakewood License Bureau there on Warren Road. And I got my license. There's a finest across the way. Went and picked up a 12-pack of Bud Ice, and I went to the thing. They didn't even fucking card me. I was like, oh, you fucking dicks, bro.
I didn't get carded on my birthday either. I was pissed.
She carded me.
Well,
And I'm like, why? I was kind of mad she called me because I was like, I've been excited for this. Like,
I've been telling you all day,
all week about this. Like, why? You know, I'm turning 21. Like, I'm not trying to do this on a regular day. Like,
He's dying. He's got the
literally
I be scared smoking with Joe sometimes.
I find it funny. Joey didn't cough at all during his show, but during our show, he's coughing all sorts. You rat bastard! Fuck
I'll tell you how to do it, bro.
I don't want to do it.
And if you call police, they can't prosecute. So.
Well, that's the beauty of having
I'm gonna play innocent.
of having your own fucking place.
Yeah,
I love, dude. If they would have the weed laws now, back in the '90s, you know how much fucking money I have right now, bro.
Oh,
I was able to smoke weed in 1997, 98, 99. All I have these years, bro. Fuck.
What, where you wouldn't get in trouble?
Yeah, we wouldn't get in trouble, and then I had this kind of creativity, this kind of confidence, etc. I can just tear down the fucking room. I don't give a fuck now. Back in the day, I was like, I gotta worry about this person. I mean, maybe it's because I'm older now, but Jesus Christ, dude, it's fucking awesome out there.
It is, right? Like that's the whole thing. Because what's the law in Ohio? Is it?
It's legal for medical, but not recreational yet.
Yeah, but let's be honest. You live in Ohio. Everyone deserves that prescription. That's not.
Oh yeah,
It's so easy to get. Like, they approve everybody.
Literally every weed doctor ever in the history of weed doctors has all been a joke. But it is what it is. We gotta play the game until fucking they let us win. You know what I mean?
They gotta add in the commercial that said, "Call this company, guaranteed approval."
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it was in California. That's how it was in Colorado and Washington, who were the first to do it at the time. Like it'll that's just how it is.
It was legal in California going back to '96, bro. That's insane when you think about it.
Well, or medicinally legal, or
Yeah.
It don't matter having a card though here because people are not. They charge too much in Ohio, so people still go to Michigan.
Oh yeah, look, seriously, that's what.
Like,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. How I finance a lot of this fucking operation is doing exactly that. Just go up to Michigan, buy shit, sell for up here.
How long is the drive up there?
To Detroit's about 2.5. They got border places. You can get to fucking Adrian and Monroe in about 2. But I just like going to Detroit because they get the more you go. The weed's kind of like the barbecue. The more you go in the hood, the better the fucking barbecue is. But the more you go in the hood, the better the freaking cheaper weed prices are.
Got it.
So I go up to a couple dispensaries, bring it back. It's great, man. Oh yeah, man, you went up there when you once, didn't you? Yeah, we taking some roadies with Mail. We got to tell you about that Kansas City trip, bro. That was fucking wild. He doesn't want to talk about the Kansas City trip.
First of all, I took some acid on the way there.
This concept is so foreign to me. The ability to just drive to other states and like.
Well, you gotta have
Just how it is.
money first.
We go to Browns games. And
Oh no, not just that, but just like being from California. California is the size of like 3 states. So like if you drive, God, I think 10 hours north, you're still in California from LA.
Yeah, but you could drive 4 hours east.
4 hours east to get to like the edge of Nevada. Not Vegas.
I really don't like driving though. Like I have to drive 30 minutes just to come get Atlas every day. I'm like, man, fuck that guy.
It's my chauffeur.
I messaged before when I was supposed to come. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it around here because it's close to the airport. And everyone's like, fuck. And I'm like, guys, it's 20 minutes away. He's like, yeah, but it's like 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, it's just 20 minutes. Like,
yeah, it's 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I'm like,
the airport from here.
Like Joe think I live right around the corner. I'm 30 minutes away.
Where do you live? On the east side?
I live in Mayfield.
I live in Mayfield. Okay, we're gonna link up. But
so like just pull up.
Yeah, it's a long ass drive.
You can't pull up in 30 minutes. Like
I don't care how long it takes them to get. Like I'll be okay. It's just like,
blood on the way here.
what was the original plan?
the original plan was he was gonna fucking drive us both around, but we were gonna fucking be hanging out with everybody, right? Because we were gonna go over to Marco's. He has camera equipment. We were gonna just record stuff constantly, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, yeah, it just
Yeah, instead I have.
More so, I didn't want you guys to be stranded, right? So.
Oh yeah. It's not the same.
Holt's car doesn't even go in reverse, right? So, look, I told the cocksucker. Okay, so before we started filming, everybody, I'm like, hey, listen, remember, one at a time, just so we can. And half the fucking time, him and Anthony in the back are just having their own conversation. No idea just totally fucking random, talking about shit about Ohio, and fucking Atlas and Joey are trying to keep fucking cocksuckers.
Well, it's like this, bro. When they come over here, they were just talking about how the issue with coming doing the show is a lot of these guys like live on the east side or whatever, the other side of town. When they come over here,
losers.
And they get really high, and they say they're having an issue driving back home because they're really high when they leave here. So that's their issue.
Fucking walk,
right? And what they do, these cars have my Kia. I don't know if these guys have newer cars, but they run off the satellite, bro. It drives itself. You don't even have to worry about it. It just says put your hands on the wheel every couple minutes. You just grab the wheel and it does all the driving for you, bro.
That is the whitest people shit I've ever heard.
Dude, it's so awesome.
Your rental car is a white Chevy Malibu.
I swear that
fucking all right, I'm just saying that
a white one.
No,
that's
yeah,
what they gave me.
White.
Yeah,
I'm good.
You're good on the weed, bro.
Yeah.
Pussy bitch.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what's up? I am the noob.
How is it going? Okay, I got a question for all you fellers.
Give me one of those weed cups. Give me those weed cups. I'll let you know.
Did you guys ever play pranks on siblings, parents, teachers, whatever, growing up? And what were they? Like, did you have any good ones? Tell some stories. Pipes, sure. I don't even know how that translates to a prank.
Pranks! Pranks!
Yeah.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me something. I feel like I've put saran wrap over a toilet once. That was mean.
You pranked yourself?
No, someone else.
We tested it to see if it would work.
The way you said it, you said I put the saran wrap over the toilet. That was me. Like,
no, that was mean. That was mean.
Oh,
It was not a nice thing. I felt bad afterward because it just went everywhere.
Oh shit!
Good, awesome.
Literally.
Right, the pranks in Canada are like, yo, their bus is gonna be 2 minutes early. Like, just kidding, bro. That's a funny one, eh? That's what
right. That's the best when you tell people, like, don't worry, you have time to go take a piss. The bus isn't coming for 10 minutes. And then it comes like 5 minutes. You're like, fuck you. Bitch. It's a great prank, Joey. Don't fucking diss me. Okay?
When we were in Windsor, Canada, I'll tell you a Canada story. When we're talking about pranks.
Yep.
We're in Windsor. This is like 2004. So this is not in the era of like Facebook and all that. It was just in the era of text and all that. But I called my buddy and I told him that I was arrested. And so they thought I was arrested. They went to the police station. I wasn't there, obviously, because I wasn't arrested. And they were mad at me after that because they went to the police station. It was funny to me, though. It made me laugh. But I don't know why they would go to the police station. I guess they would probably go to the police station because they thought I was arrested internationally. Would have been an issue. And I was a wild guy when I drank. Bryce Granada, any of those guys, they saw that shit. So,
I scared my little brother one time. He was sitting there. He was younger too, the little kid. I had took the remote while he was watching TV, and I went around the corner, and like I would start turning up the volume a little bit while he watching it, and he started freaking out, like looking for the remote.
How old was he at the time?
He was probably like, how was he? Like 9 or 10.
Okay,
he was young.
I feel like that's still the age where if the TV is loud when you turn it on, you're like, I think I might cry because like it scares the fuck out of you, right? Yeah. I did do that. This was back when we still had like a landline with the handset. If you remember from that episode of The Office where Jim puts nickels in the handset over time and then takes them all out, I did that to my sister in like 2008 because she still had like it was this phone where all the innards of the thing are clear. So like, ooh, you can see the thingy ring when the phone rings, but it's not that for the handset. So I just did that with a regular handset. And then...
You know those jail phones where everything's clear? You ever seen those jail phones? Like all the electronics you get in prison and jails are all clear, so they can't like smuggle shit.
Yeah. So kind of like that. Okay. Except not to smuggle shit, just to you're 12 in the 2000s, better look cool or whatever. Yeah.
So those were your options.
Yeah.
See through, or you had the lip one, or like a Bart Simpson one, something.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We should have brought shrooms, bro. If we bought shrooms, we've been fucking seeing different colors and shit.
There's no color in this fucking football game anymore. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of smoke between here and the football game. I got the exhaust fan. The problem with that fan is it's so loud when I plug it in. It's like really loud. It does
my air conditioner is too.
It clears the room out in like 2 seconds, but it's like so loud. But I don't mind having a smoky room. I'm sure Atlas doesn't either. Atlas probably smokes the California way, but he's out here in Ohio. He doesn't know about us Midwesterners because he doesn't realize that Jeffrey Dahmer was born 45 minutes down the road.
I knew he was in Ohio. We were looking up. Cole and I were looking up like movies that take place in Cleveland, like not filmed in Cleveland, like take place in Cleveland, and it's like Kill the Irishman, Major League,
Howard the Duck.
Oh, really?
It was an obscure movie with Mike Myers about flight attendants from like 2000.
That was an awesome movie.
It was really good.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah.
What was
Peak
it
too sooner.
called?
The peak too sooner.
What was the movie called?
Because like when I tried to look up like films that take place in Cleveland, all of them are like we have a scene in Cleveland,
but it's not Cleveland. Like the Toy Story or not Toy Story, Christmas stories like that. It doesn't actually take place in Cleveland. It's supposed to be in Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
But everything's filmed in Cleveland. Yeah, Major League's like that. That movie Over the Top, or whatever the fuck it was, not Over the Top.
It was filmed in Milwaukee. The only reason I know this is there was like a COVID scare at my work, like early in the thing, and they made us stay home for 2 weeks, and I watched every fucking baseball movie.
It's View from the Top.
View from the Top. That's right. Yeah, View from the Top is a movie with Mike Myers. He ran a flight attendant training school, and their smallest hub was Cleveland. And the punishment was, if you did fuck up, you go to Cleveland.
Wow.
It was a great message there. Well, I'm trying to think. There has to be some other Cleveland movies I could think of.
It still blows my mind that like the Great Lake is literally you can't see the end of it when we're flying in. They're just like going in. It just looks like the ocean.
It does. I mean, that's people just the thing is that with Lake Erie especially is that we don't have access to it. Like, I mean, they built a football stadium there. We got a fucking airport they barely use there, and there's like the fucking water treatment plant. That's it. Like they could literally open that all to whatever during the summer, but no, we have no vision. We have no forward thinking.
No housing or anything.
Yeah, well, dude, in Chicago, for example, they had Meigs Fields right downtown Chicago.
Yeah,
they got a couple planes come in a week, whatever. Little tiny community. They're like, this is stupid. They just close it down, turn it into a green park, and fucking open all the access up there, Millennium Park, all that bean and shit. And people love it. They love it out there in Chicago. They can do the same thing here, but they don't because we're just like, whatever. We built a casino. Yeah, who the fuck comes to Cleveland for a casino? Nobody. Yeah. Like, where are you going on vacation? Hey, sweetie, let's go to Cleveland. I heard that they got a casino. Yeah. You mean like every other fucking state in the country now? So, I mean, you got to have somebody who's progressive, like forward thinking, and it's hard because in Cleveland politics, everybody's either moved out or just doesn't care. Or they're on fucking assistants or whatever.
Our politicians are pretty fucking like crooked too, though.
Oh yeah, we got a history of that, especially at county level. Jimmy DeMora and all these other guys.
Jackson,
Plus, you have the guy that made your city go viral 3 times with the fun times in Cleveland today. That one.
Oh, that was Mike Polk did that song. Yeah. Actually, that was who was back then? That was before Jackson. Maybe Gene Campbell. I think
he did like 2 of them, and then he did one like a year ago or something where it was I think it was for like the Guardians or the Browns, something like that. Like it was for a team.
Yeah,
he did it, and then he's also got another one that isn't really as famous, where it's just about his cat. And his little song, like, holy shit, it's another fucking day. It's the best day ever again. Like, stupid. It's a fun video.
And he had one that was called Large Groups of Girls. It was just randomly funny. Mike Polk's okay. I mean, he's a decent guy.
Yeah.
I think just in this area, we have so little at that level. There's like 4 or 5 at the top, and everybody else just gets whatever. They're doing $5 to $10 shows at fucking random bars.
He walked up to me after I did a show for him. He was like, "You're one of the first people to make my dad crack up like this."
No shit. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's doing it. That's a
well, there's a lot of comedians who are just safe. They're too safe. They don't want to take a risk. And when I say they don't want to take a risk, what is the weirdest name in the States for a pussy? Let's see. That was a question from Mick.
Snatch.
Beaver's pretty
Slapper.
Box.
Beaver. Box.
Receptacle.
Never heard receptacle.
I'm trying to think. I say box quite a bit.
Cum dumpster.
Vagina.
When it comes down to dumpster was
In Massachusetts, vagina.
Vagina sounds funny, bro. It's a funny word, vagina.
Yeah.
No, vagina in Massachusetts.
Vagina. Oh,
yeah, vagina.
Vagina.
Right in your vagina.
Right, make it all sound
I'm gonna go with you because you got a finer vagina. All right. Fuck. What are some good names for pussy?
Pussy is just the best word for it because it kind of has that same feel like bubble gum coming off your tongue.
Right.
It just sounds like candy.
Now, Dino, out of all the people in this room right here, who do you think's the best pussy eater, bro?
Oh, you all look like fucking degenerates. Let's be honest. But I think
you
it's
should
Atlas.
know the answer.
I feel like Atlas is definitely the one that just like gets in there and is like,
yeah, he does a good job.
Yeah, I feel like
he's also engaged right now, and to get a
okay. Here's the thing. I know I'm terrible at the actual sex. So I put all of the all of my skill points into eating pussy.
Okay,
yeah.
Like
Atlas is a firm believer in keep her happy and it's okay.
Yeah. That's fucking exactly.
You can get better at fucking too. You know
I could.
Hey! That's not good energy. That's not friend's energy. A friend doesn't come over there and go, "Oh, you know what you should do? Maybe some cardio." Fuck you, okay, Cole? That's what you do, okay? All you need to do is get the job done. Once the job's done, hey, now you can have fun. It's fun.
Okay, my dick
so.
is not prehensile. My tongue is. Case closed.
And the good thing about what he does is when the women speak on him, she's gonna say he's good in bed in general.
Yeah,
she's not gonna just be like, "Oh, he's just good at giving you."
Yeah, she's gonna
say he's good. He's good.
That's a guy thing, I think, where dudes are like, "Yeah, she got some bomb on his head, but that pussy whack." You know what I mean? Chicks don't really talk like that.
Yeah, they just go, "Is he going to bed? Is he not?"
All right, UK names include Minge Muff, Clunge, Sausage Wallet.
Clunge is top.
Minge, I only really know because of South Park.
Bearded Oyster, Snatch, Trench Crisp,
yeah.
Soggy Taco. I do like. What was the
taco?
one?
I've heard.
Taco is fairly simple.
Stench is good.
Hey, clunge and then penis is a clunge plunger.
That's the other thing. I ate through some bush one time in my entire life, and I was like, "This never again." I don't know. Joey seems like the type of he's like, "I don't give a shit."
You guys ever get tongue cramps?
Yes, dude. My problem is, dude, if you take some Viagra, it fucking puts your nasal cleft. See, if you're down there eating pussy and shit, sometimes you have trouble breathing, bro. So you gotta fucking. You gotta get a straw for your nostril.
What?
Yeah, it fucking.
I'm so glad you told me this shit.
I'm sorry. I pictured Joey with like a bendy straw, like two out his nose, like snorkels. Just so he's like, okay, let's do this.
It makes you hard. It gets a little agitated too. If you got somebody in the room who's like kind of bullshitting, doesn't really want to be there. Like, so you're married. I mean, after like a half hour, you just start getting a little annoyed with it. You know what I mean? But it's
it sounds like cocaine in the pill.
Right. It kind of is.
Coke don't really give you the same effects down south. So that's
true. Coke's kind of the oppo of fucking bags, bro. It's just fucking.
This entire episode is gonna get me fired for whatever job.
Hey, it is what it is, bro. That's another thing about this comedy stuff, Atlas, is that a lot of people. If you want to go whole hog in this, and you want me, at least this is the way I look at comedians. If I want to see somebody who lives that lifestyle and they're not doing the day job bullshit. Like, you got to be all in on your shit. Like everything I do whole hog, and that's real me off camera. The same thing with some of these people. They're just, all this. Then they go back to this fucking job they can't stand, and they're hating life. You know what I mean? You got to live that fucking life that you're living, man. It's not a lot of people do that.
Gotta pay my bills and shit.
I know. I realize that, but me personally, though. I want people who are beyond the bills and they can just fucking do it and make it happen and hustle it. You know what I mean? And I know it's an advanced level. It's an advanced level of shit, but like, it is hard. It's one of the hardest things to do. Stand up is probably one of the hardest.
I would love for the day where I become a stay-at-home husband. I would clean the fuck out of our apartment and then just go do shows at night. That would be awesome.
You're gonna end up living with me, is what's gonna happen. Because I did that same thing.
How'd that go for you?
Exactly. That's my point. You're gonna end up living with me.
I already told Cole.
Don't do it.
Why?
I already told Cole.
Don't like
passport.
Do they?
Listen, Atlas, you have a passport. You jump in the car. I'll meet you guys in Windsor. Joey knows the way. He'll drop you off. I'll let you stay in my greenhouse. It's fine.
You couldn't even get here the first time. How am I supposed to?
He can't get here. I mean, we can't get there. Is what he's trying.
You can come over here. I can't go there. Everyone's way too high.
I am sitting next to a human firecracker. I know I have a contact high.
I ain't gonna look around by the smoky atmosphere in the entire area until you get a contact.
I can't see the difference between the two teams playing football right now.
Right, he's like, that's the game's fucking fuck up there. What the hell, man?
Listen,
All right. What?
Yeah.
I was going to say, why don't we close
Plug
it up?
everybody.
Yeah.
We'll do our last question and we'll plug everything.
Yeah, we got one last question for you two, but first, where can people find and follow you on social medias? And
well, for me, where it says right there, Square Table Degenerates. Most everybody's following here is probably already following me, but
also true.
Yeah, if you see it out there, just fucking Square Table Degenerates. You know what we're about.
Well, this will be on Spotify and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you're listening on other platforms, come to YouTube, type in Square Table Degenerates for the most epicness and high interviews. I've had many celebs on, from Tommy Chong to Ricky Williams to Right Side Fred to
sweet.
Fucking Siobhan Fallon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brutus Beefcake, the wrestler. I mean,
he's too sexy for the Saints.
And it's been over 150 celebrities at this point. Too many to even name. I mean, forget people at this point. So, I mean, check it out if you're out there, man. You'll dig it. All these guys have been on it many times. Meal, we used to come over every week, but then he got big, so he doesn't like to drive. It is a long drive, I will admit.
I don't mind the drive, but no, I really do be having shows every weekend, bro.
We used to come out all the time, but yeah.
It's like a W list celebrity, so.
Yeah. Do you have a thing people like for people to follow you on, or?
On Instagram, I put all my comedy stuff. It's Anthony
Mayo Comedy on Instagram.
Anthony Mayo _comedy.
Anthony Mayo at Anthony Mayo _comedy.
Yeah, that's where I post all my comedy shows, my clips.
He's more of a road warrior. He's one of the old school guys.
You can look up Anthony Mayo on Facebook and follow my Facebook, but I post them.
Yeah, we clown on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, we just go hard.
And Cole does the same jokes on 19 different platforms, but if you're on Facebook, well, it's where it pops, man. That's the one we have fun on each other's posts.
But you gotta message me and tell me you saw me on the show or something, because I be getting some weird friend requests, man. I don't even go through. Well,
at this point, if there's not mutuals, I don't even look at it because it's always
800 friend requests from
it's always some East African who all of a sudden decides to become a girl from fucking Chicago who's single and fucking it.
And it's even worse when one of my mutual friends is friends with him. I'm like, you don't even know.
Right. You can tell who's a complete.
He's trying to see some titties.
Dude, you can tell who's a complete loser on Facebook by who they accept their friend. If they accept all dude, you can just scroll back in their pictures. The first picture is like a blind girl in a bikini. You scroll back 2 days later.
It's on Facebook, okay?
Some chicken fuck from the Congo.
And it's not always real when they have the same profile picture 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing. One of them got the New Year's symbol on it.
Right.
All right.
Support France and shit like that. It's like, it was 28 years ago.
You can find us at Generation Dan on Twitter or at Generation _Dan on Instagram. Me at Atlas Novak in both those places. Dino at Dino the Genetic Marvel pretty much anywhere. Cole at Sniffing Glue 22 pretty much anywhere.
Yes.
All right. Let's do this question, which is as comedians for both of you, what's the most memorable set you've had? Good, bad, weird, otherwise?
I'll start because I'm the guy who probably has the least amount of sets. But that time when I was at the Treehouse downtown Cleveland, that told you that bloody baby seal joke, and I said, "You guys know what a bloody baby seal is? It's like when a chick shaves her pussy and you fucking shoot her in the harpoon with it. Looks like one of those seals got bloody." The whole crowd looked at me like, "Oh my god!" And I told another couple jokes about, I don't even remember, they were all heinous about coming on shit or something. And then Chris Wernowski, he writes for fucking Cleveland.com. He gets up there and goes, "Bro, you're the Saddam Hussein of comedy." Oh, he didn't like me at all. Well, he told the fucking Chief Wahoo joke, and I don't appreciate Chief Wahoo because they didn't really need to take away the goddamn logo, and so I booed him when he told the joke because fuck that joke. You know what I mean? But those kind of people, I say those kind of people, that's such a shitty word to say, but I mean, they're just not comedy for me. I mean, if I can't tailor jokes randomly to just a couple, 20% of the crowd. I'm just gonna say what I am. I'm 45 years old. I'm gonna be 46. I'm not changing. They either like it or they don't. I'm not gonna break the rules. I'm not gonna break the terms of service. But I'm not gonna sit out there and fucking act like these guys are gonna pay the bills because they're never gonna pay the bills. If they don't respect me as an individual, they probably think I'm a Trumper. I'm a just white guy in my 40s, fucking dead in the suburbs. They probably think I have a pickup truck. I don't have a pickup truck. I never voted for Trump.
I was actually really surprised that you had a Nissan Altima in your driveway. This is definitely a Dodge Ram.
He just said he doesn't have a truck. You don't have to out him having a Nissan Altima. You're like, come on.
It's actually the wife's car. I drive a Kia, sir. Thank you.
Oh my god, it's even worse.
Oh yeah,
That's even worse, bro. Come on. The fuck? This is on
Yeah, what about
fucking YouTube. Are you kidding?
Crazy set.
The crazy one was when I was in Mansfield.
Oh yeah, they got some good shows.
I was closing out this one show, man, and the host was trans. Okay. So I finally get to my. By the time I get up there, the headline, everybody in the bar is already drunk. And in the middle of my set, this dude stopped me. In the middle of my set, he was waving me down in the set, and I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "I got $20." He's like, "I got $20." I'm like, "For me?" He was like, "No, for Alexa."
The host.
The host.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Who was Alexa?" I don't even know. I didn't even know that was her name.
Yeah.
But so I call out. I'm like, I get on the mic. I'm like, "All right, I got you." He wanted He was giving me $20 to take a picture with Alexa with her boobs out.
Oh.
All right. So
now, when you said Alexa into the microphone, did everyone's fucking phones turn on
like
at the same time?
Well, so what I did was I was like, "Alexa, come up to the stage, whoever Alexa is," and it was her, like the host.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Oh shit, you're Alexa." I'm like,
"Dude, I gotta pee really bad. I'll be back in like 45 seconds."
I was like, "Well, this dude got $20 for you if you take a picture with your boobs hanging out." She was like, "What?" She was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "He's dead ass serious." Like,
and this is in the middle of your set.
The middle of me closing. So, and I told the crowd, I said, "This is no longer a comedy show. I'm about to make this situation happen." Right? And I said, "Forget." They weren't even really listening to the comedy.
Yeah.
So Alexa was like, she was nervous, but she was like, "All right, I've been trying to get the bartender a tip. If you give the bartender the $20, I'll do it." And I didn't think he was gonna do it, but he did. He went straight to the bar and gave the bartender the $20. So she had to do it. So now I'm sitting here. She do it too. She get there, they pose and shit, and she pour her titties out. And I'm sitting there like, I can't watch this, man.
And this is in the middle of your set.
In the middle of my set. And I'm like, I said, I can't see this, man. Like, I know. But then the whole time, you know, she was like, her set, she was talking about how much she paid for him. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't want to see this. But then I'm like, I got to. It's the only time I'm going to be able to get this opportunity. And I seen him, and I was like, yeah, okay, she got a good doctor.
Money.
She got a good doctor. Nice.
She got a good doctor. But the funny thing about the whole thing was after all that happened, people came up to me after the show was like, "Man, you had a great set, bro."
You did or she did?
Right.
Man, you had a great set, and you're like, "Thanks, I did all of it."
That was like one of the weirdest things that, like, I don't know. I've had a lot of weird things. My first show with Joe was weird. I was so excited to see Joe and shit. I thought Joe was about to go up there and hit some jokes. He went up there and told a poem. I'm like, oh my god.
Did he say something along the lines of "ice burns as hot as fire" or whatever shit?
I wonder if he remembers the poem.
Oh my god.
Because that's funny.
Whenever he comes back. So apparently
Joe,
you did a poem.
Hey Joe, remember the first show I did with you?
Yes.
Remember we went up and told the poem?
What was the poem?
You remember the poem?
If you remember.
It was about Baker. Well, see, I got to tell you a story on this. So, fucking Fat Don gets the show together, and he puts a 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. fucking showtime on it. That's 3 hours, dude. You got fucking 4 people who never done a show up there, really. A couple guys that did 1 or 2 shows. Yeah, and then Don. Okay, so it's like, whatever. So he puts me up there first. There's 2 people there, and a bunch of fucking comedians. And I got to get racial for a minute. The guys who were there would appreciate this. There's a bunch of hood black dudes there, and I never met my dad's there, and it just was really, really awkward to be doing this because I had a whole set ready for. I imagined the audience there. There was no audience there.
So you're like, this is my opportunity. I'm gonna switch things up. I'm going poetry.
It would have been, but and the stuff that nobody remembers, dude. My dad, guy, rest his soul, he's up there on the thing. My dad was at this show, right? And my dad's an old school whatever guy, and these black dudes just kept fucking with him and fucking with him. Oh yeah. And his date was there, and I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Desmond or somebody. Came up to my dad's date, and my mom had just died like a year ago, and she was like, this is like me saying, I don't know if you come out here sucking dick on these streets and shit. And she's sitting here like, oh my, it's like a Christian, church going girl. It was just such a hot fucking mess, bro.
Dude,
It
that
was.
show funny. That was the show where Desmond was up there too, right?
Yeah.
That's when I said Desmond is the funniest comedian I ever seen because he went up there and Bob, right? And he was like, you know what?
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, he's like, you know, this is a shit show, this is a shit crowd, and this is a shit set. I'm out of here. And dropped the mic.
Oh, he just burned that bridge.
He was
like, it's a shit show, it's a shit crowd.
I usually end my sets that way, and I just say, "I go, well, I had a great time. You guys have been horrible, but that's on you."
God, even if I just ate shit, I'm always like, "Thank you so much for having me."
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Chuckle off.
I can never. Yeah, that's one thing about a lot of comics. Either one, don't take rejection well, or two, might think they're funnier than they are. But like when people just dog the audience, I really don't like that. I don't like that vibe. I don't. It's really fucked. I mean, comics have bad shows. I've seen some of the best comics. Believe me, have some of the worst shows I've ever seen. I saw Mary Santori at one of the worst shows I've ever seen. It was the Home for the Holiday show last year. She fucking totally mailed it. It was dog shit. But I'm not gonna judge her by one bad show. Her dad just died. She was in that bad year. You know, it happens, bro. So it's like, but when people get up there and just dog the audience, it's like you got to throttle back in that shit. They're not gonna want to see you again. You're basically calling them an asshole and telling, hey, if you like me, you're a fucking asshole, by the way. Come out and pay me more money. No, that brings nobody in. It's fucking horrible. Like, why would you do that? So,
I had a veteran comic come up to me and tell me, like, don't yell at the crowd. It's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
He went up there and told a joke, and then Bob, he was like, man, fuck y'all, man.
He's like that dad who's like, don't be like me, son. Don't make the mistakes I did.
Yeah. Be nice to the crowd. Be kind, we're trying to entertain them. As soon as they do something wrong, fuck you, you pieces of shit. How dare you? Do you know how much better I am than you? Just for standing here and attempting this shit. I'm better. Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm better than you.
Well, thanks everybody for listening to Generation Dan. Thanks, Joey, for letting us hang out in your garage for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, check out the Joey Edibles channel and all that other good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Are you guys back? Are you guys frozen?
Dino hit the thing yet?
I hope he didn't freeze. Oh.
He might have froze.
No, you guys froze. That wasn't me. Anyway.
I just said bye, everyone.
All right,
bye.